Did you know that some foods you enjoy are illegal in other countries? Yes, it's true. While we may relish the taste of certain foods, savoring them in every bite, these very same foods could be banned in other corners of the globe. The world of food is indeed a complex one, with each region having its own unique set of rules, regulations, and cultural nuances. What is considered a delicacy in one country might be seen as dangerous or even distasteful in another. The reasons behind these bans are as varied as the foods themselves, ranging from health concerns and environmental protections to cultural beliefs and traditions. Imagine biting into a juicy burger, only to find out that in some places it's not just frowned upon, but completely illegal. Or picture yourself enjoying a sweet treat, blissfully unaware that in another country, that very dessert could land you in hot water. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's a reality that many food enthusiasts face across the globe. And we're not just talking about exotic or rare foods here. Some of these banned foods are everyday items that you might find in your local grocery store or on your dinner table. Foods that you, yes you, might be eating on a regular basis. Think about that the next time you're enjoying your favorite snack or meal. Your beloved food might be seen as contraband in another country, and the reasons for its ban might surprise you. This intriguing world of food bans opens up a myriad of questions. Why are these foods banned? What makes them so controversial? And most importantly, are we unknowingly consuming foods that are considered illegal elsewhere? In our quest to answer these questions, we'll explore the top 5 foods that are common in the United States, but are prohibited in other parts of the world. Foods that might be sitting in your pantry right now, foods that might even be a part of your dinner tonight. So brace yourself as we embark on this culinary journey into the unknown. Let's dive into the top 5 foods that you may be surprised to learn are prohibited in other parts of the world. Starting off our list at number 5, we have Kinder Eggs. This chocolatey delight is more than just a sweet treat. With a surprise toy nestled inside, it's a 2-in-1 package that kids, and let's be honest, adults too, absolutely adore. Yet, while these treats are widely enjoyed in the United States, they're actually considered contraband in several parts of the world. The issue lies not with the chocolate itself, but with the small toys inside. These miniature prizes are seen as a choking hazard, leading to a ban on Kinder Eggs in countries like Chile and the United States up until 2017. The ban in the United States was lifted when Ferrero, the company behind Kinder Eggs, introduced a version that met the safety standards set by the Consumer Product Safety Commission. This version, known as Kinder Joy, separates the toy from the candy, thus eliminating the choking hazard. But don't think this makes Kinder Eggs any less controversial. In fact, their legality is still a topic of hot debate in many regions. Even in countries where they are legal, like Canada and the United Kingdom, the potential risks associated with the toys have sparked countless discussions and debates. So next time you enjoy a Kinder Egg, remember, it's a sweet treat that's not so sweet everywhere. Coming in at number 4, we have foie gras. This French delicacy, notorious for its rich, buttery, and delicate flavor, is made from the liver of a duck or goose. However, it's not the taste that has put foie gras in the center of a global controversy, but rather the method of its production. The name foie gras is French for fatty liver, a condition achieved by force-feeding corn to ducks and geese using a process known as gavage. This practice, dating back to at least the 25th century BC in ancient Egypt, fattens the bird's livers up to 10 times their normal size. For gourmands, this results in an exceptionally rich and decadent culinary experience. However, this production method has provoked a backlash from animal rights activists and has led to the ban of foie gras in many countries. Critics argue that the force-feeding process is inhumane and causes undue suffering to the birds. This has led to a polarizing debate. On one side, those who appreciate foie gras for its unique culinary contributions, and on the other, those who condemn it for the ethical concerns surrounding its production. Despite the controversy, foie gras remains legal in the United States and is a staple in many high-end restaurants, particularly those serving French cuisine. However, it's worth noting that several U.S. states and cities have enacted their own bans on its sale, reflecting the ongoing ethical debate. So, is the taste of foie gras worth the controversy? This is a question that each individual must answer for themselves. For some, the allure of its rich, buttery flavor is too tempting to resist. For others, the ethical concerns outweigh any culinary delight. However, regardless of one's stance, it's clear that the debate over foie gras is far from over. As we continue to question our food sources and the ethics of our consumption practices, foie gras serves as a potent symbol of the ongoing dialogue between gastronomy and morality. Foie gras, a delicacy for some, a distasteful practice for others. This French delicacy continues to be a dish that divides opinion, a gastronomic delight steeped in controversy. At number 3, we have haggis. Now, if you're not familiar with this dish, it's a traditional Scottish delight that combines the heart, liver, and lungs of a sheep, minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, spices, and salt, all mixed with stock, and traditionally encased in the animal's stomach. Yes, you heard it right, the stomach. But what presents a challenge to this hearty meal's global domination is its key ingredient, the sheep's lung. You see, the United States Department of Agriculture, or USDA, has raised a red flag on this particular organ. They've deemed it unfit for human consumption, and this has led to the unfortunate banning of haggis in the United States since 1971. But why the ban, you may ask? Well, the USDA's concern stems from a fear of a lung disease called scrapie that affects sheep and can potentially, though very rarely, be transmitted to people. Despite the low risk and the fact that no case of scrapie has ever been linked to eating haggis, the ban remains in place, much to the chagrin of Scottish expats and adventurous foodies alike. This culinary controversy has sparked many a debate over the years, with passionate haggis enthusiasts lobbying for a lift on the ban. So far, though, haggis remains a Scottish delight that, sadly, just can't make it across the pond. Haggis, a Scottish delight that just can't make it across the pond. Our runner-up at number 2 is Kasum Maru. Hailing from the beautiful island of Sardinia, Kasum Maru is a cheese that has garnered international attention, not for its taste, but for its unique and to some, unsettling characteristic. This isn't your typical deli cheese, my friends. Kasum Maru is a cheese that is, quite literally, full of life. Kasum Maru, affectionately known in English as rotten cheese, takes the process of fermentation to a whole new level. Traditional pecorino cheese is left to ferment until it reaches a stage of decomposition, a point at which most would discard it. However, in the case of Kasum Maru, this is just the beginning. The cheese is then exposed to the cheese fly, Piophila casei, whose larvae infest the cheese, consuming and breaking down its fats. The result is a weeping soft cheese with a very potent aroma. The cheese is considered ready to eat when these little inhabitants are nice and lively, wriggling around in the cheese. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would anyone want to eat something like that? Well, lovers of this cheese swear by its creamy texture and unique flavor, which are said to be unlike any other cheese. But it's not all gourmet delight. Kasum Maru comes with its share of risks. The larvae in the cheese can survive in the human intestine, leading to a condition known as pseudomyosis. This is why the cheese is banned in the United States and several European countries. Despite this, Kasum Maru continues to be made and consumed in Sardinia, under the radar of the law. You see, for Sardinians, Kasum Maru is more than just a cheese. It's a symbol of their cultural heritage and a testament to their resilience in the face of adversity. Kasum Maru, a cheese that's certainly full of life, but not for the faint of heart. And finally, at number 1, we have Fugu. This Japanese pufferfish is a culinary daredevil's dream. It's renowned for its unique taste, but it's also infamous for its potential lethality. Fugu contains tetrodotoxin, a substance far more poisonous than cyanide. A single fish carries enough toxin to kill 30 adults. Now you might be wondering, why would anyone risk their life for a bite of fish? Well, it's all about the thrill. The danger is precisely what makes Fugu such an attraction. But fear not, only chefs who have undergone rigorous training for at least 3 years and passed a series of stringent tests are legally allowed to prepare this dish in Japan. However, due to its inherent risks, many countries have banned the import and consumption of fugu. While it's a delicacy in Japan, it's a definite no-go in parts of Europe and elsewhere. Fugu, the deadly delicacy that tops our list of foods you might be surprised are banned in other countries. And there you have it. The top 5 foods that you may be surprised to learn are illegal in other parts of the world. We've journeyed through the sweet surprise of Kinder eggs, the distasteful delicacy of foie gras, the Scottish delight of haggis, the lively Kasum Maru, and the deadly fugu. Each of these foods carries a unique story, a cultural essence, and a controversy that has led to their banishment in certain regions. So, next time you're enjoying one of these dishes, remember, you're indulging in a food that's not only delicious, but also quite controversial.